I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Let's go. World No Dangerous Podcast. Vivo P's in the building. What's good?
It was going bar for bar.
Shouts out to the fans, man.
Let's get it.
That's good.
Hondo up in this piece.
F to the R to the S to the H to the O to the U to the T. That fresh out.
What's up?
What time is it, Ice Boy?
Hey man, it's time to wake up the neighbors, man. J Camp's favorite part of the show. Y'all got everybody in the building tonight, man. Everybody get in the car tonight. You get a car, man. Come on, man. Fresh out, man. Saturday night, man. You rocking with the best. Let's go, Lakers, man. We in the heavy in the game, man. Hey, man, if you in the hot tub, do your thing. Shout out to Sus Diddy. We're gonna be talking about him tonight. You might get a Jay-Z Snidgerton up in here. J Camp's in here going heavy. J Camp, B-Bo-P. J Camp, what's going down, though, cuz?
Man, Saturday, bro. Same-ish, different toilet. You know, rocking out.
Man.
Proud to be on with you, brothers. What's good?
That's what's up, J Camp. Kaya,
B-Bo-P's in here, man. What's
Salute,
goody,
salute.
B-Bo-P?
Hey, salute to you, brothers. J Camp and Iceberg, man. Salute to people out there in the chat. What's up, Kaya? Benjamin Mike, yo, what's good? What's good? We
down,
appreciate
man?
y'all. Iceberg, what it do your way, bro?
Hey, man,
Aaron
Saturday
Harris.
night, you rocking with the best.
D.
J
Harris.
Camp, B-Bo-P, man. Hey, man, we got everybody in here heavy tonight, man. Pyre's in here, man.
Power.
Day One Club, what's goody?
Yes,
All
sir.
day,
Salute.
all day.
Hold
all
up,
day.
man.
Salute to all y'all.
Mama! In the building, man. Come on, man. You know,
Right.
you know when Mama Bear's in here, it's gonna get heavy tonight, man.
Yeah, I was
Come
sad,
on, man.
Mama Bear. I seen that note that you weren't going to be live today, so,
Yeah, man.
you know.
Come
We'll
on,
catch
man.
you next Saturday, though, for sure.
J Camp had violence going on in his head, you know, saying that, you know what I'm saying? Truth hurts.
Hey,
The
Truth
truth
Hurts,
was good.
What's goody, man?
Was
going on,
good,
man?
was
Salute.
good. Salute,
Andre,
salute.
man, what's
Andre,
going on,
what's
man?
happening?
Andre.
Do your
What's
way,
going down?
man.
What's
Y'all hit that
cracking?
like and subscribe button if you haven't.
Hey, man, salute. Yeah, you from my area, man. Salute.
Send your,
okay,
your content,
Okay.
bro.
Yeah, definitely hit us up on the
I'm
hitter.
put
right there.
y'all. I'm put the little email in the
Yeah, send it
situation,
to us, man.
Yeah,
That's what's
send
up.
it to us, bro.
All right. All right.
Hey, man, we got a good show tonight, man. We're gonna be talking about some new music that dropped. We're gonna talk about some heavy bull, man. You know what I'm saying? We gotta talk about Jigga going heavy with the bread. B-boy, you gotta pull out all the bread tonight, man,
Oh,
because
man.
he just broke that record, cuz.
Got money.
But we gonna be talking about some heavy bull, man. Yeah, man. You need to call Tyrone on that bull. You know what I mean?
And
hey.
hide the face, too, in the process. If you
Man,
know what I
come
mean.
on, man. Hey, we got a new sponsor tonight, CoinSmart, man. If you're trying to get into the crypto gang, man, go check us out, man. Hit the link, man. I just put it in the chat, man. CoinSmart, man. That's how you get your crypto right. You know what I'm saying? So salute to him, man.
Get it while you can before a Fed now.
And actually, yeah, bro. Actually, man, if you click on the link, man, and sign up, man, with our code Get Crypto, you get an extra little $20 holla, man.
There you go.
You know what
I
I'm
got
saying?
money.
Also, salute to my rap verse, man, DJ Scandalous, man.
Yeah.
Fresh out hip hop,
Scandalous
holding it down
rap.
for us, man. Always.
Though.
Oh,
But man, we don't like to start off, man, like talking about, but we gotta respect it, man. Jim Brown, man, just a classy dude, activist, man. Honestly, in my opinion, one of the best NFL players ever.
Yes.
Let's be clear,
Yeah.
man. You know what I'm saying? And actor, man. I'm gonna get you sucker joint. But hold on, let me get J Camp's uncle over here to talk about it.
He was a dominant athlete who went on to become a Hollywood actor and a leading voice in the civil rights movement. He died at his home in Los Angeles last night.
Jim Brown takes the ball.
He was one of the greatest football players to step foot on the gridiron, but his talents transcended sports. Jim Brown was born in 1936
Nigga fly with that jacket though.
in
Yeah.
segregated Georgia.
When Jimmy Brown breaks loose for his
Rose to fame as a football and lacrosse standout at Syracuse. ESPN recently called him the greatest college football player ever.
fair use.
Salute, man. Salute to the homie, man. You know what I'm saying? Jim Brown.
R.I.P.
Hey, what's your
Jim
thoughts
Brown.
real quick, man? Just on Jim Brown, man, real quick, and just his legacy. J Camp, B-Bo, Pete, and the chat.
I mean, the other Jay Brown, basically said it eloquently. I mean,
Facts.
dude's an icon, man. I mean,
Yeah.
and people sleep on how great he was as a lacrosse player too. I mean, a
Right.
lot of people have roundly said that he could have been one of the greatest lacrosse players ever had he stuck with it. But he was an All-American, man, in two sports. Salute to Syracuse, salute to the Cleveland Browns.
Right.
I mean, dude was just he could have played, well after he retired, man. But he's one of the few icons that we've had. I don't want to say few, but I would say he's one of the icons that we've had that has had a remarkable career off the field, as an actor.
Yes.
Definitely being a voice of the people, you know what I'm saying, with his civil rights. Being very active in the community. I mean, he was at the table with Kareem and Ali and Bill Russell. I mean, there's so many famous pictures floating out there with all those legendary dudes standing up to police brutality. I mean, they was basically an extension or a right arm of groups like the Panthers because they had a megaphone to speak from. And they used that, man, in a time where you easily could have gotten canceled, but them guys didn't care, man. They was doing it for the culture. They was doing it for the streets for real. To make sure, man, that we ain't out here, you know what I'm saying, in the underbelly getting undercut by the other delegation. So they held it down for the people, man, and paved the way for every other athlete that you see today too. But salute to Jim Brown, man. R.I.P. Salute to his family, his loved ones, all his former teammates, and all the hearts that he touched, obviously. But big fresh out salute.
Absolutely, man.
Jim Brown on this though.
Jim Brown was and is undoubtedly a legend on that NFL field with the Cleveland Browns. Another salute to them, as well as Syracuse, as Jay Camp mentioned. I mean, having received many accolades for his astonishing record, really just over his years in serving as running back. It's just no wonder why those of us that grew up watching his games consider him one of, if not the GOAT that's played in the NFL, as well as in lacrosse. And then real talk. Yeah, absolutely, man. Jim Brown deserves that round of applause, man. Outside of folks like, Dr. Claude Anderson, Shahrazad Ali, Professor Kaba Kabane. Jim Brown was one of the, last few living legends that represented the culture that was living until his passing. So he was definitely grassroots then, and he was grassroots up to, his homegoing, man. He served strong for Black American civil rights from like the 1950s to current times. Once again, he publicly supported. I remember when he supported Muhammad Ali when Muhammad Ali supported. When Muhammad Ali opposed the Vietnam War. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
They all stood there with him, man.
Yeah, they did. Like you said, the Kareems.
That famous picture.
Famous
picture.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, man. Yeah, he played a significant role in the Watch Truth, between the rival gangs, which kind of reminds me of that 96 movie that he played in Original Gangsters. The one, that joint that had Pam Grier, Richard Roundtree, Fred Williamson, and them. Yeah. Because
the OGs.
The OGs. And that actually took place in, I remember it's been a while. That took place in Gary. That storyline did. But it's synonymous. And he advocated for, he really just advocated as well for economic empowerment, as opposed to just endless protesting that just led to who knows where. But the man was just, he was even in Hidden Colors 4, along with multiple mainstream movies. Iceberg mentioned I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. Original Gangsters.
A damn toe.
Yeah. He played in a few episodes of TV shows like Chips and so forth. There's just a whole slew of others. But anywho, just a major salute to Jim Brown, his legacy, and his family, his loved ones, and condolences to those same family and loved ones that really cherished him from beginning to end.
Absolutely.
So salute to Jim Brown, and
salute to Jim Brown. Salute to you too, Riri.
Salute to you, Riri.
Hey, Riri came in here getting frisky, and boy, okay, we see Riri hold it down. Okay, we see.
There you go. What are your thoughts, Iceberg?
Again, man, it's classic dude, man. You know what I'm saying? again, one of the best NFL players, man, ever.
Oh, yeah.
And let's be clear,
hands
he
down.
left the game. Let's stop. He
did.
left it. You know what I'm
He
saying?
did.
He left all that on the line, man, to do the activist work and all that stuff too.
He did.
So, man, real one, man. You know, last of a dying breed, man. Like anytime I see stuff like this, man, it makes me kind of go back and just say, man, you know. And again, we're gonna be talking about other athletes, you know, that are not doing some of the stuff that he did. So again, salute to Jim, man, and the family too, man. So salute to him.
Mega
But this is
salute,
the thing,
man.
he ain't gonna be happy about this though.
I'm not gay no more. I am
This is why we need more cats like a Jim Brown, man, because you got this sus bull out here, man. I guess, man, like Adidas is like, yo, we lost money with Beyonce. We lost 20 mil. We lost what, like 200 mil with Ye. So now we got to go with the Pride rap.
I'm not gay no more.
So long story short, man, for Pride Week,
No, brother. Not that talk on me all up in the screen out of nowhere.
Stop.
with the Bulging Bull. So they put a black dude in there. So if you say something, you racist. But they try to do a pride suit. This is like an $80 swimsuit for the LGBTQI plus, you know, all that stuff. So hold on, man. Like, let me play this real quick. Hold on. This is BOP's coworker.
Say anything, cause why?
Uh-uh.
A picture's worth 1,000 words.
So even they community's mad. Let me play something from Fox News. It's J. Kim's favorite channel.
Erases women.
Well, I think it's pretty clear. When you have a women's swimsuit and you put a man in the women's swimsuit to sell to women, it really feels like you think that men can do it better than women. And I'm very confused here because I thought there was generations of feminists that stood up for women to get the equal treatment, to be represented. And now that same political ideology is standing up for biological men to replace women.
J. Kim, BOP, man, what you thinking, man? And again, salute to all our cats, man, that show love to Fresh Out, man. This ain't no diss or nothing to the community.
Not at
it's
all.
the fact that, hey, man, you kind of like playing it, you kind of using it a little bit to make a little cash, man.
Yeah.
J. Kim, BOP, what you thinking on this joint, though? And the chat, what y'all thinking, man?
You just said it, Iceberg. I mean, they using them as a money grab. Considering all the other problems that Adidas has had over the past year, with the Beyonce fumble that went straight down the toilet, and then you had the Yeezy backlash where they pulled back. Then they were like, "Oh, my bad, Yeezy, can you come back? Yeah, we still love you. We even kicking a few extra dollars for you." That was a complete disaster. So we know where Adidas is. That they're trying any and everything they can do to appease those shareholders, because the shareholders already called them out on that BS. So
salute is scandalous.
You know, and
scandalous.
Salute.
I'm a cat that has a. I mean, I'm a sneakerhead, period. But
Facts.
I got some Adidas joints, man. So
facts.
I
love my Yeezy. I love my Boost, man. The Boost is crazy.
Absolutely, the Boost is crazy, man. The NMDs. I mean, you know, they make some of the best shoes, man, as far as comfort. Like, no lie.
Congratulations, you played yourself. Mama Bear said it.
But this is disrespectful to everybody, really. You know,
and this is the tip of the iceberg. Pause, because you're gonna see, June is Pride Month, so we're gonna see it heavy next month.
so
you know
they
what I'm
hitting
saying?
it hard. They are hitting it
Facts.
hard. But this is not the way to do it, though. You got to do it. You got to do things organically. This is desperation, and because we've seen the play from other major corporations before. We've seen McDonald's go through this. We've seen Walmart have to pick up the pieces when they.
We saw
fumble the
Ford
bag.
with the Pride truck and bull too.
Exactly. You know, so
Cocaine's a hell
This
of a
this
drug.
is sweetie barbecue sauce is what this is. This is hot girl sauce. That's what they're trying to push on you right now. Debo P.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And it's more disrespectful because they're using black dudes. People, what you thinking though, man?
I totally agree.
Even Lil Nas X wouldn't do this. Montero, man, probably wouldn't.
Damn. They can't go in there. Hey, salute to Antoine in the building too. Salute, man. He just came out with family always, man.
Man, I totally agree with both you brothers. This definitely looks like a move to cape for the other side of the spectrum, for lack of a better wording. And I say that because, as Iceberg laid out, you know, they initially partnered with Ye West prior to his 2022 controversy, and those of us that know Ye, even Adidas knows that he's been an extremist when it comes to certain controversies, even before, you know, the anti-you-know-what controversy. So that didn't work in their eyes. So that's one side of the spectrum. Maybe middle ground would be the Beyonce / Ivy Park situation, where they even had contractually had to pay 20 mil, regardless of whether or not there was a profit for the Ivy Park's sales. Every year for like 7 years, there had to be $20 million that was paid out to Beyonce, regardless of whether or not there was a profit. So
go in, Bebo.
That was a business relationship that didn't last in the grand scheme of things. So I would consider that the middle ground. So now they're trying to go once again to the other side of the spectrum. They're trying to go the Bud Light route initially, and you know, they're just trying to see if, you know, caping for that side is going to work. Now, will it? I mean, time will tell, but
mine too.
Again, this is just throwing pasta on the wall to see what'll stick at this point, because again, as we said before, even before all of this, their profits have been just going south.
They've been
for
going
quite
straight
some time.
south, straight south. And again, this is no disrespect to that community at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Speaking the fact that they will use any community they can to make a buck.
Right.
So, you know.
Oh yeah. Darren Harris.
Darren Harris said,
he said this ain't gonna help. Bud Light losing money out the wazoo.
Facts.
Exactly.
Salute,
and
Darren.
it's not to say that both companies, Bud Light or Budweiser and Adidas, are two way different companies. So we're not blind to that. At the same time, let's just say if any one of us were in those meeting rooms where think tanks are happening, I wouldn't be surprised if they were sweating bullets based on what's been going on with your Bud Lights and the just profits that just are not stopping going south. So Riri said replace women. To replace women, they'll never replace us. I feel like they want to be us so bad to the point where they make us look bad. I feel no offense. Shout out to Riri.
And you shouldn't, Riri. I mean, this is definitely not for the real ones. You know what I'm saying? For the people who got their head on a swivel, who's doing things the right way, who's living their life the right way. This ain't meant for anyone like you. This is meant for the people who will just soak in anything. Everything look like candy. You know, so they're gullible enough to purchase these type of items because they don't see the caping that's going on.
So let me ask you guys a question. Assuming that this doesn't really work for them from a business perspective, from a business perspective only,
I don't think it won't. I don't think it will at all.
If I were to be a betting man, I agree. Let's just say it doesn't. What's next for Adidas, given that their profits continue to go downhill?
Well, this thing, you just saw that they just did that renegotiation with Ye. They trying to move them shoes, doc. You know what I'm saying? But J. Ken, what you thinking though? Because I know they doing the Ye. I just bought a pair. I ain't gonna front. But what you thinking though, Jay?
Well, you know, sometimes there's always a sticking point, and I think this might be that one where you're gonna see your Feel Nice of the world like peeping around that corner, like I might want to throw a couple of ducats. on the
Yeah.
table. Go ahead
Elementary.
and scoop y'all. So
Yeah.
I mean,
It might be time to sell, Bundy.
I mean, they went to
You don't
the
say, my dear elementary.
extremist
Yeah.
portions to try to
Goddamn.
get the bag. I mean, because again, once you get called to the carpet by your shareholders and it's public, everybody can smell what's going on now. So I'm saying, man, I wouldn't be shocked if you see Adidas get bought
Damn.
within like a couple of years. I don't want to say like soon, but just pay attention to their stock prices. Once that happens, somebody gonna come through and swoop it.
Power Southern Hundo said Adidas and Dove minus one get married. Let's
Might as
get
well.
married.
Yeah, meet me at the altar.
Yeah,
You're right, right.
Yeah.
Wow.
First of all, salute Matt and salute Miss LB.
Miss
Day
LB.
one club salute. Gotta
What's
stop
good?
the show for both of them. Come on
He
now.
said, hell no to the
Yeah. No.
Right.
Scanless saying,
Scando.
go ahead.
DJ Scando said we bought you one of these, Miss LB, and he's laughing. He's sending in the mail right now. Uh-oh.
Yeah, man. Come
Don't
on,
put your
man.
return address if you do that, DJ Scando. She gonna
Hey,
get
man.
you. Antoine said this is not Run
Yeah,
DMC.
yeah,
Adidas.
they ain't the Run
Nah,
DMC
nah,
joint.
This ain't
ain't
my
how we used
Adidas.
Adidas.
This ain't the same.
Mm-mm.
This ain't it.
Nah,
Ain't
this ain't
it.
the same.
That's like trying to compare the Slim Luther to the Big Luther. It ain't the
To
same.
the burger, the one that like the burgers.
Right.
Exactly. I mean, just think if you somebody like Dame Lillard or James Harden, yeah, they get in the bag from Adidas, but they got to explain it too to the homies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You see somebody at the beach with one of them Adidas joints on.
Right.
That's from that side.
I don't
You
know
know
what
what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
Scanless saying Disney about to buy it, man, with that Mickey boost. You know what I'm saying?
I was thinking the same thing, Scando.
I don't know. Disney has issues of their own financially.
They do, but they saving some bread over old Ron DeSantis.
And they trying to sell that ESPN
they
swag
pulled back
too.
A bunch of investments.
They did. They were supposed to.
Yeah,
they were supposed to open up a facility,
like
of
a
some
$3
sort.
billion campus.
Yeah, yep. And there were folks that flew out there that was promised a job.
Yeah, and they pulled back.
Gone. They pulled
This is
back.
why you coming fresh out, man.
Basically, the owner was like, DeSantis, do you want this bag or not? If you don't want it, then we'll take it somewhere else.
Fact.
Companies just fumbling all around. You're right,
They are fumbling all around.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Some very interesting times. So,
Disney did say $3 billion. They got to keep that.
Well, this thing, everybody saw Bud Light. Why do y'all think they still? Other companies, Miller Lite. I see Miller Lite doing. I saw Ford with the little Pride truck, and I understand it's Pride Month. Do you think that's why they doing it, or are they seeing if they don't do something, they're gonna get the backlash?
You talking about Adidas or Bud Light?
Just every company. You're seeing more companies doing it.
I mean,
Ford.
It's a large community, man. They don't want to alienate anybody because it is about that dollar. It is about that dollar. They will be willing to take the PR hit versus not taking that pocket hit. So if they know there's a consumer base out there who will potentially cop it, they going ham for it. They going hard. It's the worst business model in the world, but hey, it is what it is. They'll take the PR hit.
Dan Harris.
That's right, though.
Darren Harris, I won't say it, but he said that they went he stated how Adidas was founded. Then he goes to say they never had any integrity when you think about it. Ooh. Elementary, my dear.
God damn. Darren Harris going in and shit.
Harris basically put it in the box for you. He put it in the box for you.
Two folks whose names both
zero integrity.
Hey,
they'll do anything for a bag.
Well, and then again, like when you like J Camp said, when you got the investors over here basically saying, "Hey, man, y'all got to figure this thing out, man. Y'all fumbled the bag with Ye, and y'all just gave Beyonce. We're gonna talk about her in a minute. Y'all just gave her the bread. She didn't do nothing with them Popeye uniforms and bull." Mama Bear says she appreciates you avoiding that N word.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt.
Scanless saying you don't like the logo, man. Facts. But this is the thing, man. we'll see what's going on. Because again, next month is Pride Month. Salute to all our Pride, cats that mess with Fresh Out, man. We rock with y'all, man. It ain't about y'all, man. We just see how they playing. They're playing the game, man. Like J. Camp said. But there's another dude, man. He might be back fumbler of the year. Yeah. We gotta talk about this joint, man. And salute to our guy, man, Symba.
Salute to Symba. What's good with you, bro?
He basically has some. Yeah, he basically made a little verse for young homie, man, real quick. And y'all know who we talking about. We talking about Ja Morant. We got mad love for Ja Morant, man. But again,
Iceberg's the
everybody was all over the spot, man, talking about this joint.
He's really
Let me play this for y'all real quick. Then Jay can't be OP gonna go in.
For sure.
Senseless, I love you. You someone that my nephew and all my cousins look up to. You sell out every game at every stadium you come to, and you made it out environments that most of us get stuck to. A lot of college coaches wish they never would have snubbed you, cause you bought on all them niggas that recruiters ranked above you. Drafted number 2, all them niggas ended up under you, and now you at the top, so it's certain shit that can't come with you. But I get it, this life we living is different. We flex in front of the cameras to show the ghetto.
He's over there going, bro.
It's like the flexes to show the rest they can get it, but you glorify a life that you really ain't out here living. I mean, my nigga, you up 200 million and you about to risk it all to show niggas you bought a pistol. It's one thing if you do it once, we'll dismiss it. But you done done it twice in 2 months, nigga, you tripping.
Say word.
Set it off, J. Camp. Set it off.
Go in,
not like Ja Morant. Don't set it off like him, but set off the.
So
set this one off, brother.
So it's the question, BOP, are we blaming the culture for Ja Morant?
Yeah. What do you agree with Symba and the culture?
Symba was basically saying, man, like the culture is the issue that Ja Morant, because again, Ja Morant's influenced by NBA YoungBoy and the little babies and all that. Do you agree with that?
I think there's influence, but I think the blame rests on the franchise and his pops.
Ooh.
That's where I place the blame. Because I look at influence different than blame, because there's people who can put an end to that. The Grizzlies could have put an end to that. His pops could have put, I don't want to say his pops could have put an end to it, but his pops definitely could have been more of a cornerstone for him. You know what I'm saying? In order to avoid those situations. But I mean, the Grizzlies allowed this, man. They knew what this kid was doing for months, and they turned a blind eye. They only took action when he got caught. So I think Memphis is just as much to blame. Like, you the employee, like, you need to take swift action. This dude is the face of your franchise.
Fact.
So I've already seen people boycotting Memphis games locally.
Ooh.
They don't want to put up with it. Fans. Yeah. So to me, the team could have done much more. They swept so much on the rug. Then they had the whole little fake PR team saying, yeah, he's learned his lesson, yada yada yada. And then his pops just been in the background. We ain't even heard him.
Count that money up too. He ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, he's basically one of his yes man friends.
And just like you said, like Phil Knight, Nike took his shoe off the app. It's a wrap. They ain't selling it on the app, man.
And if they do that, and they give people chances, opportunities.
They do.
They stuck with Tiger Woods and Vic.
Wow.
Damn, come on.
Damn, people, man, they can't just went in.
Nike ain't
Queen
the
Anna
type
was
who
good.
would drop a bag. They won't just dismiss a bag just to be doing it.
Well, again, this dude's an asset, man. So you can't put money into this dude, and then it's not what he did, it's what you could do, messing up our money on some yay type bull. You know what I'm saying?
I got money.
And again, the culture definitely influences, but I don't think it's 100% the blame of why Ja Morant continues to do what he does. He got too many enablers in his corner. One being the franchise, two being his pops. And I think that's where the blame that they get, if there's a blame pie to go around, they get 75% of it. You know what I'm saying? The other 25% is on Ja. It's a bunch of NBA cats who listen to NBA YoungBoy and other rap artists, and they ain't doing this foolishness. So we got to put some of this on. We got to put some of this on Ja and the people that's close to him.
Facts. Man with the bars. He's saying ain't nobody to blame for Ja Morant trying to be Ja Wick, NBA young Ja, but himself.
Exactly.
Bebo,
You can
what
be
you think?
influenced, but you don't have to do what they do. Like it's just. But Bebo P.
NBA dumb boy, I tell you. I'll start by saying Symba is one of the youth that is doing what most older folks refuse to do, and that's holding Ja Morant accountable. Now, that's not to say that nobody that's older has. Not, I'm not saying that at all, because I know Shannon Sharp, and others in the field have done so, but in mass, a lot of older folks aren't doing so. So for Symba to do a job that's technically not his, when you really think about it, and out of love, you got to commend it in somewhat of a sad way at the same time. I mean, the song he did there that was showcased on the video via IG, it was dope. And it was dope because it was truthful, but it was sad that, again, Symba had to take time out to do something like this, and to pour into somebody when your own folks should be doing so. But in addition to that, Symba was absolutely right, though, in Ja Morant's actions being a part of the culture, though not certainly the
Peace,
whole of
Devon.
it. Yes, peace to Devon. Yes, and Symba was right. There's certain habits, there's certain people, and there's certain things that just cannot come with you when you're climbing the ladder of success. I mean, the part where also where Symba had said something about Ja making it out of environments as basically the number 2 draft, from my remembrance, to be worth at or north $200 million. And to, be at that position, selling out stadiums as a modern day influencer by way of that form of entertainment, to, brandishing, the blam, just to showcase a lifestyle that's not even you. You're perpetrating a fraud for what? You're perpetrating a fraud for insecurity. And like Jay Camp alluded to, you got to hold blame to the guardians here. It seems like mom wants to treat him like a son husband, and dad wants to treat him. Dad, he's not even there to really lead as head of the household, or rather wasn't when the opportunity was there. And because of that, we have an insecure black male, which is
there
sad.
For him now.
It's sad. So
sad, man.
He already lost 40 million already, man, by missing those 8 games. He had some in his contract where if he basically made not the All-Star team, but All NBA, he would have made another 40. Lost that bull. So money's not changing to Bebo. Do you think something will change? Because again, he just told Adam Silvershoes that he wasn't gonna do nothing. Then he went on there with Beijing hairline, our guy Jalen Rose, and was like, "Yeah, man, everything's cool. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna show everybody." Next thing you know, he back in the club, dog, standing on cars, dancing and bull.
Yep.
Will he change J Camp or Bebo P?
The only way he's gonna change at this point is if he receives a severe consequence, and I mean severe.
The whole season.
The whole season? Maybe even his whole career. A 50 piece. I mean, it has to be at least about that 50 piece, maybe.
Damn.
Maybe 40 to 50 piece. And that's at least.
He got 2 years on his deal, right, J Camp?
Yeah, but also depending on like some of the stipulations in his contract, again, he can miss out on more bread, because some players, you make an all-star team, that's extra incentive. You make one of the all-NBA teams, that's an incentive. So depending on what he has in his contract, I mean, even some guys just making the playoffs, that's an incentive. I don't know what his agent, what type of deal they worked out, but that 50 piece, man, is going to crush his pocket again. But that's what they're going to do. They're going to hit him financially. And Nike's already going to make him get on his knees. So, I mean, Phil Knight ain't going to take another L. He took an L for that BL, that Black Lives Matter and Colin Kaepernick stuff, man.
Facts. And nobody can take a fumble right now like that, man. Where I'm putting, $100 million, $50 million into somebody, man, and you're over here going crazy with the Gatson bull. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
You can't
yeah.
even
Feel
you
nice,
can't
like
control your phone, bro, or
I
your
can't
people
see my
around
gear
you.
burned on social
No.
media no more.
No,
You know.
Miss LB saying this young coach is different. All the morals, respect, and integrity has been lost. I agree with it, man. Facts.
You're
Salute
right,
to
Miss LB. Absolutely,
Facts.
because a lot of them see or define success subconsciously as clout chasing.
Ooh,
and
facts.
it's in no shape, form, or fashion a form of accomplishment by way of success. What you can do is get your, act turned around by way of doing a 180 and work next season toward an NBA championship. That's a form of success, but and not the only, but hey, you're right, Antoine. Fumbling 40 M's,
That's
hey,
tough.
it's tough, but hey, is it tough
It's
enough?
It's gonna be another one too.
It's gonna be more than that, dog. And this is just NBA money. We not talking about endorsements and all this other stuff that he could like J Camp said the other day. He's pretty much the face of the league at some point, man. Every little kid, man, is doing that little gritty dance and trying to be like, dude.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, but and then again, also people like, well, I don't understand why they doing this. He can own a gun, X, Y, and Z. He didn't break a law. But you got to understand, when you have an employer, you can get fired for being late.
Yep.
Hey, man, you work for somebody, man. So at the end of the day, man, it doesn't have to be an illegal situation for you to basically get written up. Let's be clear.
Man, there's been people who's gotten fired over social media posts. We've seen it a lot over the past 2 years. Like, you got some Walmart employee talking about, I hate N-words. and she's getting canned. She didn't say it on the job, but you still are a representative of that employer. And if you like in a no-fault state, depending on where you at, they can can you for whatever they want to can you for.
They sure can. And actually, Madden just answered the question I was about to ask you guys.
Madden with the Hayukin.
Yeah. I was going to ask, what do you guys feel like the consequences should be? And I'll start with Madden's here. He said half a season to 1 year suspension should suffice, seeing what it is to not have basketball should teach him a lesson.
Absolutely.
What do you guys think about that?
I agree with that. I mean, the 50 piece is basically half the season. That's a little over half, but it's basically half a season. I mean, that to me, it should be that minimum.
Yeah, Fab D's in the building, Day One Club.
I completely agree with Madden, and I wouldn't be mad if it was a full year. I wouldn't be upset.
I wouldn't be either.
I mean, they've made people sit out a full year for failing multiple drug tests.
Facts.
So,
Again, man,
the fact that he went to the commissioner's office, though, Iceberg, like you said, told the man in his face, "I'm good."
Silvershoe said he was shocked when Bebo P's little girlfriend questioned him at the draft. He was like, "Man, I'm shocked." The dude just looked me in my face and told me he was good.
Look, he was probably doing this behind his back. Yeah, I'm good. Out of Silver Slipper, I'm good. This behind his back. Yeah.
Fact.
Oh yeah, it won't happen again.
Like I said, man, salute. We hope Ja gets it together, man, because we want him to win, man. He's a great father, man. He does his thing, man. He does a lot of stuff in the community too, man. You know what I'm saying? But again,
that's another thing.
Puts you in a bad situation. We talked about this too, man. So again, salute to him. Mama Bear saying, like the budding wrestler that did the N-word video with his girlfriend, he lost his career. I knew the wrestler from that company too. So facts. Then you gotta watch everything online, and if you can't do that, stay off of it. Period. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. There you go.
And but they're spready.
Your digs. Antoine, real quick, is just saying I would take a fraction of his pay and not fumble that. Give me 1/40th, and I'm staying out of trouble.
Hey, a lot of people would. Man.
He said just
99% of people would.
He said just a
little sliver, doc. You know what I'm saying? But it's the thing, man. You know who ain't worried about that bread?
Yeah, brother. I mean, nigga.
Stop.
Jigga, man. Hey, man. First of all, even if you don't like Jay-Z, love Jay-Z, this dude is doing his thing, man. just copped the most expensive house ever sold in California, 200 million. Pull out all the money, Bebo.
200 up in this piece.
Hey, hold on, man. Let me play this video, man, so y'all know what's going down. Hold on.
Beyonce just bought this Malibu home for $200 million.
First of all, why you sound like Dark Knight, though? Well, hold up.
Man, Christian Bale.
Just bought this Malibu home for $200 million. We don't know a lot about it, other than the fact that it has 30,000 square feet and sits on 8 acres. It took 15 years to build and was designed by the same architect, Tadao & Dow, that designed the $60 million Malibu home Kanye bought. But I'm mostly just jealous of these people. Let me be the first to say congratulations. Beyonce and Jay-Z are your new neighbors.
Shut up, dude.
Right.
Salute to Jay and Beyonce, man. $200 million home. That's crazy.
Salute.
We're going to stay 100% positive for Nightmare. No sneak dissing. What's your thoughts on him just buying a crib, man, and doing it big and moving out to L.A.? I mean, like, again, we saw this dude go from to going from there, man, with original flavor, man, to buying a $200 million crib off hip-hop.
Crazy.
It's crazy. What you thinking, Jay Can't Be More in the chat?
200 mil, man. That's if you got 200 mil just to throw on the crib, man, you doing something. You're doing something good, man. I mean, you know, business is booming if you got 200 million appeal.
Imagine the heat bill. Imagine the air conditioning bill.
I mean, I don't know how many days of the year he's gonna be sleeping there. I mean, he's got how many cribs they got in their portfolio?
Shit, probably about 10.
Yeah, I know it's quite a few, man. But you know, and maybe they flip it into an investment piece too. So I mean, I could see that too. But I mean, salute the Hov, man, for being able to be in a position to even do that.
Facts.
You know, he might pass that down to Blue or the other seeds. So here, this is y'all. Do what you want with this.
Well, what's crazy too, we see a lot of cats like Drake and a lot of other like big time names, man. They're getting out of the American market as far as real estate, and they're going overseas and spending that bread over there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Bebo, what's your thoughts just on the purchase, man? Jigga, us seeing him come up, man, and again, this is hip hop bread, man. Buying this kind of stuff, man. So there's real money out here. You know, what's your thoughts?
Absolutely. Congratulations to Jay-Z and Beyonce for this real estate acquisition. I mean, not too many people can afford to do this. And I'm even including millionaires.
Facts.
Because we know how it goes when some people, you know, I won't say names, but we know some of those out there in the entertainment world who have made huge purchases of similar proportion. And just in a short amount of time, they end up losing it because they couldn't sustain their asset, you know, such an asset. But Jay-Z, Beyonce, they are a part of that top tier percentage that can do so, because this is more than just hip hop money. We talk about business ventures when it comes to Jay all of the time. And Jay-Z and Beyonce, they're both business minded. They're both wealth minded. This right here, this is a great move for them because it's not like they can't afford to sustain such a property. So, hey, flowers to the couple here, to the family rather, and mega salute.
Mega salute.
Salute, man. Come on, man. You gotta salute your thing, man.
Oh yeah.
This is the thing though, man. You know what I'm saying? It's fresh out though. If I didn't hate on Jay-Z, dog.
Here comes the other side of the coin. Where's that laughter at Iceberg?
If I didn't hate Jay Camp, it wouldn't be fresh out. This is the thing though, man. And we didn't do this thing. We didn't even cover this situation because I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna cover the bull. But this might be the reason why. They came out with the news.
Whoa.
2 times. If y'all don't know what's going on, let me play this bull real quick. Hold on.
Oh boy.
Let me play this real quick, man. Shout out to Myron, Ryman, I think that's his name. What else?
Ramir.
This out.
Ramir.
So Riviera Satterthwaite, who has been claiming to be Hova's son for decades, has taken his case to the Supreme Court. In an exclusive interview with the Daily Mail published on Monday, May 8th, he claims that he wants nothing more from Jay-Z than to see what he called justice served. Riviera also claimed that part of his demand includes unsealing the court documents so he can pursue the case against Jay-Z's successor.
So if y'all don't know what's going on, Riviera is basically been claiming for years that Jay-Z's his daddy. Okay, let me finish up.
This is not going to be over until justice is served. I just want to live my life, and when it's
he got that nose.
all said and done, I hope that Jay-Z will want to be a part of my life if that is God's will. I won't stop fighting for this until I win, and I will win because the law is on our side. The battle first began when Riviera's mother, Wanda, came forward with the claim that she'd had sex with Hova in the 1990s when she was going through a rough patch with her high school sweetheart. Wanda claimed at the time that she's been battling Jay-Z in court since at least 2012, and she was disrespected by his legal team. At that time, too, their lawsuit claimed an attorney that the Satterways hired was best friends and neighbors with Jay's lawyer, and they worked together to create procedural problems that led the case to be thrown out. And even back then, Riviera claimed that he wasn't.
J. Ken, what you thinking on the side by side right here?
I mean,
hold on. Let me
For a
finish
piece
up.
of the massive Carter fortune. Rather, he just wanted the rapper to acknowledge him.
So hold on. He said he don't want none of the Carter fortune. He just wants to be known that he's Jay-Z's son.
So he wants homage.
Stop the cap.
Even back then, Riviera claimed that he wasn't looking for a piece of the massive Carter fortune. Rather, he just wanted the rapper to acknowledge him as his son.
So this comes out. So basically, he's going to the Supreme Court to try to get his paternity test, dog. So of course, like, hey, let me change the narrative. Look at the crib, you guys. Nothing to see here. You know what I'm saying? This dude don't have the same nose as me. But again, if they do a DNA test, because you know Drake had to do one for his kid, and it was his. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Good luck, Chuck. So if he does a DNA test, and it's actually his kid, Wanda gets that back child support. God damn. Jay Kemp, man, what you think? Before no, go ahead. What you thinking just on this right here? Is this like Koofy, or is this actually got some legs on it?
It'd be interesting to see if the Supreme Court does pick this up, which I can't imagine that they would. But the fact that he's going this hard for this, I mean, he's not gonna let this one slide. I mean, I don't even see like any. Usually there'd be like some type of like grimy lawyer who wouldn't mind picking something like this up just to kind of get their name in the news. But I don't even see that guy or that woman popping up.
Hey, it's career suicide. Why would I do that when Jay-Z's going to basically slander me, dog? They never gonna let me get past the bar.
My point exactly. So it doesn't seem like this is really gonna go anywhere. I mean, even though social media can have fun with it, there's a bunch of social media detectives. They'll Black Twitter will go to work on this. They'll be out here like iceberg with the Koofy out all day trying to find the evidence. So, but I don't want to call this. I don't want to call it a nothing burger, but it seems more Koof right now than anything else. Bebo,
okay. Bebo, what you thinking on this joint? Does it got some legs, or will it go to Supreme Court? We know Jay-Z got, you know, he can make some phone calls. Him and Desiree, they know how to get busy in the court system.
I was just thinking that.
So, is this why this is getting backed up? Because again, we seen D Haven talk about this joint. We've seen our dude Gene Deal talk about this situation, man. Like, I mean, the dude got that noozle. You know what I'm saying?
We talked about it briefly a while ago too.
Yeah, we did.
I think ultimately this case, if it actually becomes one, it's gonna be a hard one to come into fruition. Just because, I mean, not just because, but Jay-Z is a very powerful person. Ooh. I mean, he well, I'll say this. He's connected with very powerful people. Let me rephrase that. He knows how to make certain phone calls if that's what he were to do. He's connected. He has a black book of of a Rolodex of cats from entrepreneurs to tycoons to politicians. I mean, you name it. If again he wanted to, make some moves in whatever way. I'm not even just this, but in any way. But also, I'm about to go in a little bit. So
Go
this
ahead.
reminds
Go
me
ahead,
of
Go in, man.
this reminds me. I think her name was Letitia Macer, claiming that she's Jay-Z's daughter a few years back. But I don't know as far as whether or not this is a money play from Riviera. I'm not so sure. Riviera does look like he could be the son of Jay-Z low key. Could be.
Noozle, dog.
Yeah, he does. Emphasis on could be. But there's also the possibility that Mr. Carter isn't as well. So I want to throw that out there. Most people do find it odd that Jay-Z isn't taking the Maury Povich DNA test to prove Riviera.
But why would he though, man? Like, I'm not giving him no bread. I'm gonna fight this bull to the death. Straight you dig.
Man,
well, this is the thing. Now, hold on. Before you go in, though, B-Bo, there's another kid, though, that said he's Jay-Z's kid. Hold on. I got footage of. Hold on.
Here we go.
Right now, this is what it is for the summer understanding.
This is James Carter, dog.
Cousin named me. He'll come through in a brand new Caprice.
Hold on, though. But, okay, of course I'm joking on that joke. That ain't Jay-Z. Okay. This is other thing, too, though. Like, we know 50 Cent's basically about to do an 8-mile.
Ducktail.
Right.
That's a Houston swag. Come on, man. Straight Houston. Come on, God. Come on, straight Houston swag, man. Come on, man, with that duck joint. But this is
Huey, Dewey, or Louie.
But this is the thing, though. We know 50 Cent's going crazy with the TV shows and all that. To talk about some realness. People forget, man. And of course, man, everybody's telling their story, man, but there's a lot of people who know the realness. And we know every year they come out with some Biggie stuff that's basically kind of like just a way for people to get some cash. Faith Evans gonna get a cash, C's is trying to get a little bread telling the story. But this is the thing though, man. People forget about Riviera. He's about to drop a TV series, man, on Big in a documentary. He's been on Vlad TV telling what's going on. Does Jay really want that to happen too? So again, there's a lot of stuff going on. Hold, let me play something just real quick.
At the Kit Kat Club was
now if y'all don't remember on Riviera, basically was with Big and had the bread. So when Big was gonna be done with Bad Boy, he was gonna go over to do his thing and get busy, man, over there. He was already dropping verses for C's, Lil Kim, and all that stuff over there. Dropped the Junior Mafia joint. So, and again, remember on Ether, Nas said, your man stabbed and made you take the blame. So hold on, let me play this real quick. Hold up. Does Jay want all this coming out when he's trying to buy an NFL team? What's your thoughts just on this, man, as we move and transition to the next topic? What's your thoughts just on basically telling the story? Because, again, ain't got no reason to fabricate stuff, but then do you still want some of this old stuff coming out? This is why Jay aligned himself with B in the first place, to get away from some of that stuff so he can get in the bag. You know what I'm saying? What's your thoughts on what Un's saying, man? Or is it just Jay's past that? None of that's going to affect him at all. This kid DNA stuff ain't going to do nothing. He's Teflon done.
I mean, there's an element of Teflon there. I mean, he's got the machine behind him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's not excusing anything. I mean, all this stuff is, it came from I don't have any reason not to believe him, but we also haven't heard dude's side either. I mean, we just hearing kind of like one side of it. So I don't want to really just go all the way down the rabbit hole and say, oh yeah, man, dude is 100% facts. I mean, we hearing one side of it. So all we can do is take him at his word, but I don't see where any of this is going to impact Jay-Z at all, honestly, because All Jay-Z got to do is lawyer up and make that go away.
Now, this thing, remember when he had the song "Not Guilty"? This was about Jay could have did some time over this little stabbing joint. You know what I'm saying? Bebo P, what's your thoughts, man? Before we move
on. Really not much different from what J Camp just stated. I mean, Jay-Z, he's connected. He's got massive leverage in a lot of different ways. So I'm not so sure that on revealing certain information that may relate to Jay will necessarily damage his chances of gaining a sports team. I think it would have to take somebody much more prominent, like, say, I don't know, something that would have to go completely viral, and from a particular type of person. But not saying that would be Un's intent per se. And Antoine's right. Un did look shook in the video interview with Vlad. He did. Not saying hey, not sure if it was, but he did look shook and he kind of hesitated on certain questions. But I think Jay will be mostly unfazed by whatever is going to come down the pike if anything happens. Miss LB said Jay trying to buy NFL time in a casino. He definitely don't want it out. But the media and Jay think this dude does no wrong.
I mean, it's just like Dr. Dre with the D Barnes. He didn't throw that in the NWA little movie. I ain't gonna put that in there. You know what I'm saying? So again, man, Un has been quiet. I actually shout out to Un, man. I actually hit him up like maybe 2 months ago for an interview.
Shout out to Un.
He don't do no interview.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
salute
saying?
to Un.
Salute to Un, man. But again, this dude's telling a lot of dope stories, man, about, just back in the day with Big and how Big was. So again, other people want to act like, Big wasn't that dude, but he was, man. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, and just outside of this situation, it's just good to hear from cats like that who are actually in the mix, who are around these legendary people, because they can actually tell like the real behind the scenes story, everything. That's why I like watching the Gene Deals and the Uns of the world, man. Just speak on what they. I mean, they was witnessing greatness, man, from some of these guys. So it's good to hear these stories and kind of walk through their shoes.
It is
while they're telling these stories.
Yep, and Miss LB, you're right. Clearly, Nas's ether comment about the situation was facts.
Facts.
Absolutely, Miss LB. Goes to show.
Shout out to
Ernest,
man. Salute.
Ernest China was
Truth,
good.
You know what I'm saying? Pyre 700 said Uncle Ron in the hospital. You talking about Ron Osley? Who's your Uncle Ron, man? We got a couple of them. But again, man, salute to Jay on the crib. But again, man, he ain't out the woods yet with the other bull. But somebody is wilding out, man. And basically trying to get the Buffaloes in the woods, man. I got Rick Ross, man, holding it down, man. Buffalo Ricky. Coined by that Bebo P. Buffalo Ricky. He's basically doing a car show, crazy, man. Lemon pepper. Hey, man. Hey, them sandwiches kind of hot, though. I ain't gonna front, though. You can go to Wingstop, man. Go get your little situation, one of them sandwiches. But he's been beefing with making light-skinned dudes look bad. DJ Envy, man. And let me play this bull real quick, man, so y'all kind of know what's going down.
Gossiping on you chatty patty.
I'm gossiping. He sent to DJ Envy about their car shows. Let's listen.
And since we on our car show, DJ Envy, you'll never be on my level. You do car shows with rappers and my dead homies.
Whoa.
So what you doing in Memphis, that's for Dolph. And I believe Dolph legacy used to live on, but make sure every penny you make, you donate the Dolph family.
Long story short, DJ Envy is doing a car show in Memphis with Paper Route. And he's basically saying that you better not make no money off of it.
Envy, don't nobody build cars to come to your car show, Envy. Don't nobody drive from out of state to come to your car show, Envy. The beige rage. But make sure them people got everything they need, Envy. And Memphis, y'all better hold Envy to it. Hey, Envy, when you go to Houston, that's a Trey show, nigga.
You sleeping. Let's be honest, right? Ross,
You Airbnb your home.
You gotta stop.
The house that you sleep in.
Let me stop.
Eddie Murphy slept in your bed.
What is this? When you
They shot Coming to America and Eddie Murphy man-milked your bed.
Whoa, so you saying Eddie Murphy didn't just come to America, he came in America on Rick Ross's bed. You need
The
to stop
cast of Boomerang, they shot at your crib. They slept in your bed.
Light Skin War. What's your thoughts on the Rick Ross, DJ Envy stuff real quick, man? I ain't gonna spend a lot of time on it, man. I think it's more promotion for their car shows than anything, because we talking about their car shows. J. Camp, Bebo P, the chat, what y'all thinking, though, on the Beige Rage?
I mean, you basically just said it, man. It's promo for these car shows that I personally won't be really checking for anything online for it. So, you know, these two dudes with this war of words, it's just goofy. It's really what it is. I mean,
facts.
You know, I mean, I could care less what Rick Ross does with his crib. That's on Rick Ross. But for another man to try to challenge you what you doing with your own house and how you move with it, man, like what's it to you, bro?
Right.
You ain't paying my bills, fam. I mean, it's just, you know, and then you know, Ross calling this man out for the car show. You know, allegedly this is for charity. So
facts.
Irregardless, man, it's goofy. Bebo P. It's just another nothing burger, but at the same time, man, it's two people who have a bullhorn who's able to you know, just talk foolishness, you know, over social media, on radio shows, whatever they do, to get more people to tune in to the car show situation, man. What's your thoughts on it?
This is a cornball situation all across the board, man. This is a straight up cornball. Beefing over car show details or whatever else is in the mix of that. It's just as cornball as R&B singers doing diss song in the form of R&B.
Better than you.
Right. This is just as cornball. People who enjoy cars or trucks or vehicles that are going to be displayed in car shows, they're there for the cars. Or the people maybe that may be in famed relation to those vehicles, you know, or whatnot, but they don't care about who's throwing the car show. They don't care about who the person is behind these
Ricky
whatever.
Stop.
Yeah, but with those buffalo wings. But yeah, they don't care, man. And so, you know, people come for the car. So if somebody had an issue with, you know, if I was one of these two dudes and somebody had an issue with me, I probably wouldn't even address it. Or if I did, you know, I might just briefly say, hey, you know, I know dudes, you know, such and such has an issue with me, but, you know, we're both here for the same cause, you know, cars, which is what y'all are coming for, flying out of town for, driving, whatever. So, you know, support what I got going on, whoever I is in this case, and support, you know, such and such's. You know, at the same token, this very well could be a phony ploy to you know, drive more traffic to the car shows as well, as Iceberg indicated. What were you going to say, though, J. Camp?
I was just going to say Charlemagne in the background, like a little schoolgirl. He and
bull that,
you know, instigating like some little punk, man. I'm like, come on, bro. I'm like, you just, all y'all on here are just capping so hard, man. But people feed into it, man. I mean,
facts.
It is what it is, but like you said, Bebo P, this is cornball, you know, radio or cornball, you know, streaming, whatever you want to call it, that they doing, man. It's all cornball.
I think, like you said too, J. Campbell, they got the big microphone pause. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
they got
everybody
the
getting to hear the
blowtorch.
bull. But again, like I said, advertising. You know, most people like them, like the Ebony K. Williams. Remember, Ebony K. Williams went on to Breakfast Club, and DJ Envy actually had some pushback for her, man. Like, what do you think? Like, DJ Envy is getting all this this sassiness, man. Like, he's going hard in the paint, man. Bebo, what you thinking, man? On DJ Envious, man, kind of getting a little sass back in the booth.
Oh no, he has been more outspoken lately about certain things compared to when he was, I guess, in a different situation with the Breakfast Club, you know, with Angela Yee and so forth during those days. But actually, hold on. Miss LB said, "Y'all know that y'all know that all negativity brings people attention. We all grown enough
especially
to
black
know
folk.
that this is bull and corny. Absolutely, absolutely. But I don't know what's gotten into Envy. Maybe something's not going right at the home front. That wouldn't be a surprise. I don't know. Typically, when it comes to beta males, they take their aggression out on other people with what's really going on inside of their behavior or personality. So
you start talking about what people doing with their house. Yeah,
man.
Pocket
Don't
watch,
be talking about
that
you
type
don't know
of
you
stuff.
know you don't need no word shot at it, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Let's be clear.
Right, stop it.
But
now,
again,
that was just a speculation in terms of maybe that being the situation. Who knows? What do y'all think?
Like I said, man, it's promo to me.
Trying to be petty, and when petty goes wrong, basically.
Yeah. Man, when petty goes
then
wrong.
You got a little buddy back at Keen, like J. Kim says. So, You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. But again, shout out to Ross doing his thing at the promised land. You know what I'm saying? I love the crib, love what he's doing.
Yeah.
This thing though, J. Camp, if you was his neighbor, would you want some of this stuff going on?
No,
as far as Rick Ross,
some of that stuff. No, no, not at all. Man, that's prime land where he's at.
Man, come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, you move to those areas because you want to get away from that foolishness. You know what I'm saying? You thinking you're getting some peace and some quiet. Then you got that man's buffalo running onto your property and stuff, man. He's been wilding.
Pooping on my line and bull.
He been OC, man, on his property. You know, but salute to Ross. You know, Envy. I hope those car shows are successful, especially the one in Memphis. You know, since this is allegedly for a good cause. So
yeah.
Definitely praying for success for that one, and praying for everybody's safety for all the folks who attend this event, both events.
Antoine saying if his publicity at work, shit, he wasn't tracking either car show to this.
Right. I wouldn't either.
Yeah,
I wouldn't either, Antoine, at all.
Spot on. But this is the thing, man. We gotta go from corny, man, to the realness. Salute to our guy, man. Come on, man. Like, oh no, hold up. Salute to our guy, man. RJ Payne.
It's Payne,
man. This dude been dropping music like crazy.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Let's be clear. Salute to RJ Payne. Actually follows us, man. We follow him, man. We got to get him on the platform soon, man. Salute to you. But he just dropped this new situation. I Can Feel It. Let me play it real quick, man. Fair use.
Show you this art. Now I know I ain't blow it from the start. I got a purpose and I know it in my heart. I can feel it. No, this ain't your regular rap. Brace yourself, stick your head in your lap. This way better than that shit they be spinning about peddling crack. See where we headed, we might never get back. You don't hear.
What y'all thinking about the bars, man? You know what I'm saying? I can feel it. Spunk big on the beat, you know what I'm saying? Hold it down.
Salute to Spunk
Come
big.
on,
What
man.
y'all thinking, man? You know what I'm saying?
You know what we thinking, man. What this man does all the time, man.
That right there, that flame.
That fire just blazes, man. I mean, pocket presence, flawless. I mean, and just listening to it, like I think it's like every fourth bar he's talking about me able to feel it. So, man, dope single, man. I mean, again, I salute this dude, man, for continuing to keep the people wanting more. You know, he's like the perfect appetizer with his music. You know what I'm saying? He keeps you wanting the main chorus. Like he keeps hitting you. So, you know, for him to go ahead and drop that project. So, and you know, being extremely active on social media helps too, giving people visuals, man. I mean, Payne is doing it the right way. He's doing it organically. This is what we want from our artists. This is how you build a fan base organically, just by giving people constant music. You know, so
right. Oh yeah.
Salute to RJ Payne, man.
Salute to RJ Payne.
Absolutely. Salute to RJ Payne, man. I deduced that RJ Payne might be placing this song I Can Feel It on an upcoming studio album called Soul of a Man, given that he stated that phrase at the beginning and the end of this song, Soul of a Man, right before.
That's why he coming fresh out right here.
Yeah. So That'll be definitely something to look forward to once it drops. And then I mentioned an official studio album being the possibility because those of you who have rocked with us for the last few months, to say the least, know that we've covered the songs that he's done that have Marvel villains, you know, Venom, the Magneto, and so forth. So I imagine, or if I were to be a betting man or a guessing man, maybe those songs are going to be on a separate like mixtape or just a separate studio album. But either way, like J Camp alluded or mentioned in so many words, dude's working, man. He's keeping the people fed. This is a real nice song with some introspection in a major way. I mean, the beat just puts you in that state of mind, kind of like that Beanie Siegel hip hop rendition
to
of the
him for them
classic.
AKGs too. I see.
Oh
AKG
yeah,
The real ones, man.
All
the
day.
real boys on.
But yeah, this kind of reminded me of that Beanie Siegel hip hop rendition of the classic Phil Collins. I Can Feel It in the Air. Yeah, you know, pretty thought provoking as you know, Leatherface is mentioning, you know, knowing he has a purpose in his heart. The devil, you know, made a lot of folks think that he don't exist. You know, man versus machine activities just being all around us and real life being a nightmare at times, and just things in our life looking like God's going to really come back soon. So this is definitely a joint that's going to be one that you check out. If you like the snippet, the iceberg just played for y'all.
Miss
Shout
LB
out to
saying,
RJ Payne.
salute to RJ Payne, man. Miss LB saying, fresh out, didn't RJ Payne start rapping late? Seems like he's been saving up and releasing bombs on these dudes.
Hey,
facts, man.
Facts.
Man.
Ever since January, he's been dropping a lot of crazy stuff like people are
rocks.
saying. Yeah,
That's heat rocks.
And J Camp did the bars of the week.
Salute.
My Life as a Movie, Volume 1.
Yeah.
J Camp did that, so that was
Stu
a dope
Bangers,
album.
man.
Stu
Yeah,
Bangers.
Salute to
man.
Stu.
Bangers
Go
killed
check out the
that.
interview we did with him, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Salute Richard in the building. Salute.
Richard Steele was
Salute,
good.
Richard.
There wasn't a lot of music this week, so you know we got to give you the best, man. So it was the RJ Payne situation. Shout out to Lil Kiki. He dropped a little situation too. We got to talk about it next week, but man, our guy, man, Smoke Dizza, man. It's almost like he's doing the same thing that Miss LB saying. Just he's been dropping heat rocks.
Oh yeah,
this year. He just came
Plus
out with
he got
another
the joint
situation,
with
man.
he's got the joint with Pete Rock coming out too.
Yep.
I just saw a
Later
picture.
this
Yeah,
year.
I just saw a picture with them. Yeah,
Pete Rock and
So-
Ninth Wonder. Yep.
Yeah, and shout out to Doe Networks, man. I saw Doe over there with Smoke too. So salute to Doe Networks.
Salute to Doe Network. Oh yeah.
Check out the interview we did with him. He just dropped the album Worldwide Smoke Session with Wiz Khalifa, Big Crit, Currency, Guap 4000.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Guap, yeah.
Volume
And this
2.
is the thing, man. Like in this volume 2, Roddy Rebel's on there too. BJ Chicago Kid, salute to him. We gotta get you on the platform. But this joint, man, that he got, man, the Kobe joint, man. Let me play this real quick, fair use, man. He's changed the swag a little bit, and I love it, man. Hold up.
Trying to be the one and only. Right. She know I play the game. 24/8, heavy on cake, heavy on neck piece, heavy on waist, heavy in big truck, heavy on ace.
That production.
I said we on ace, or deli on straight. East Coast, West Coast, heavy on weight.
Yeah, that
Kept that playing a few more seconds. I about to throw up the dub, dog. Y'all about to I about threw on my khakis and just started.
Come on, man. Hey, man, the swag is serious. Big Crit, you know, anytime Big Crit on something, man. And Currency, dog, you know what time it is.
Yeah.
Already.
J Camp Bebo, man. What you thinking about? And this is a Harlem dude with the West Coast swag, man.
Oh,
what y'all thinking on this though? You know what I mean?
I'm actually glad you started with that joint first.
Yeah.
Because
Salute
his
straight.
production, it really is like coastal. Because
Facts.
he's got like some, you know, like some Houston type swag on here. He's got you know, he's got the West Coast swag on there, but he still got the essence on there. He's got the East Coast sound. He's got I think one joint might be it's not a V-Don. I forgot who produced it, but one of the legendary like cast who's like producing right now. But anyhow, he's got a well-rounded production on this one. Not my favorite Smoke Dizza album, but definitely got some joints on there that's really solid. That's really solid.
Facts.
It's definitely a solid project, man. I mean, Smoke Dizza, you already know he's bringing that swag. You know what I'm saying? The Harlem swag. I think Iceberg a while ago coined it as that new Harlem swag, I think is how he put it. You know what I'm saying? So that's still there, as you just heard. The flows are just, I mean, they are there as well. I'm glad Iceberg played that Kobe as well, because that's one of the 2 tracks on the project that really just stood out. Apart from the sonic foundation of the album, but still worked. Because that Kobe is real West Coast sounding. But as you heard, Dizza, he kept his energy and delivery pretty much the same, and just it was really in the pocket, you know, and it fit like a glove, not like OJ, but it fit like a glove. And the other joint that stood out was the one with oh gosh, it blew my, it escapes me right now. Oh gosh, it escapes me. Was
Currency?
the one with Roddy Rebel, Roddy Rebel.
Yeah,
that one. Yeah, that one.
Rebel.
Yeah, those 2 joints stand out. But apart from that, the foundation of the album is pretty much there. You know what I'm saying? That East Coast kind of, you know, sample heavy situation. I did notice that joint New World, that that kind of gave a vibe similar to somewhat. There was an element or pieces of Ghostface Killer's production and delivery from that Supreme Clientele's Mighty Healthy. You know what I'm saying? On that New World, particularly on the hook of New World. And then there was elements of Miss Lauryn Hill's style on how she delivered on Lost Ones for the Players Ballad. So he took elements, but did it in a respectful way, of course, you know what I'm saying, without just making it completely sound like, you know, somebody else's situation. But again, the foundation of the album is dope. It's basically another Smoke DZA album. I thought it might have been like a compilation when I first seen the title, because I hadn't heard the first volume yet, but it's basically a Smoke DZA album, and it's real dope. So definitely check this out. Smoke DZA is just another one of those guys that's remaining consistent in the game of hip hop, and he's delivering dope content. And check out our one of the joints that we reviewed last Saturday, The House of Blues.
Yeah, that House of Blues dope too.
That was the song that released prior to this project. So definitely big salute to Smoke DZA and all of those who were involved with this project.
Like I said, went a lot of music this week. So we gave y'all the best, you know what I'm saying? We got some we're gonna be here Wednesday, man. But again, thank you for rocking with us, man. This Saturday, man. It's been heavy tonight. Again, man, the Lakers, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad y'all stayed in with us tonight. J Camp, Bebo P holding it down. Again, they the hardest working dudes in hip hop journalism, man. Giving y'all straight bars. We gave y'all 120 tonight. J Camp, Bebo P, man, take us home on this Saturday night.
Yeah, man. Salute to y'all hanging with us tonight. Salute to the chat just for bringing it. As always, Mama Bear, peace and love to you too, man. You know, we're gonna keep this thing going. Next Wednesday, same time.
Yeah. Hey man, we got I don't know what we're gonna do on Monday, man. It's up to J Camp, Bebo P, man, if we do on Monday.
We'll see, Miss LB, if we can get something cooking.
You never know.
Something brewing. You never know. You never know.
All day. We definitely appreciate y'all for rocking with Fresh Out, the world's most dangerous podcast. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't. If you're able to, you know, submit a little donation, and if you're not able to, that's okay too. Without you guys, there is no Fresh Out. So we definitely appreciate. We got much love for all of those out there who support us, and we have love for those who hate on us as well. Salute to you, brothers. J Camp. Salute to the hardest working host when it comes to this hip hop commentary thing as well, Iceberg Slim. Salute to DJ Scandalous, man, and everybody else out there. Salute to Hit Boy's dad for getting out of the Bing. Yeah, big hit. Salute to Big Hit for getting out of the Bing. And also salute to both Big Hit and Hit Boy for joining forces as, you know, a father-son duo to, you know, just fuel that father-son bond that they have by way of just doing what they do well, and that's music. So we definitely want to send a salute, man, to those two, and a salute to you guys and your families. Definitely please be safe out here, and rock with us this coming Wednesday. Yeah, definitely please be safe and rock with us this coming 9:30 Wednesday at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. And God bless you all. And Iceberg, land this soul plane home, man.
Amen. Again, Saturday night, man, rocking with the best. J. Kent, Bebo P. Wednesday is my birthday episode 193. Let's be clear, man. We're gonna be throwing some money in, bull. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a whole bunch of stuff going on.
We're gonna need y'all to do this.
Yeah, come on, man. But again, hey, man, we're getting closer to 200 episodes, man, for Fresh Out. We got some new branding coming. We got some new merch coming, man. So we got everything moving. But again, man, the hardest working dudes in hip hop, man, on live debate hip hop, man, is J. Kent, Bebo P, man. Don't accept the spam versions of the bull. You rocking with the best when you come over here. But also, man, again, salute to every other platform, man, for holding down hip hop. It's been a great year, man. Hip Hop 50 already. I'm excited to hear some more music and all that. But again, we'll be here Wednesday. We got some interviews coming. But again, let's be clear. Summertime, man, it's hard to get all three of us on here because everybody got, you know, business ventures, jobs, all that stuff. So again, anytime you see all three of us, man, it's an event. It's special. So again, we'll see you guys Wednesday, man. Lord willing. Take care of the fam and all that stuff, man. Again, we'll see you then. We out of here, man. Peace.
Peace.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize. Absolutely nobody.
Let's go.
World's Most Dangerous Podcast.
Bebo P's in the building. What's good?
What's going bar for bar?
Shouts out to the fans, man.
Let's get it.
Good.
Hondo up in